scary right now. Just feeling for
Very concerned.
Ruidoso, the town, the village. We go through this often enough, but it's always scary.
This one's especially scary. Happening right now, firefighters are battling two fast-moving wildfires that are dangerously close to Ruidoso. The entire village, along with nearby communities, forced to leave their homes last night, causing traffic jams on highways overnight and filling communities that are now helping in eastern New Mexico. We've been checking in on the live camera from Ruidoso this morning. You can see the smoke coming from one of the fires in the upper right-hand corner of that screen. We're going to start our team coverage right now with Byron Morton, an area, Byron, that has recently dealt with wildfires, but I mean, unprecedented to hear the entire village being evacuated.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier in our newscast that, I've been here for more than 2 decades and I never remember a time that the entire village of Ruidoso was evacuated due to the threat of a fire. And it's just really tough to think about. And we really are hoping for the best for the folks in and around Ruidoso. Southern Drive right here, you see a little bit of traffic out there. Still some folks in the area. We are looking at, of course, the smoke that Todd mentioned on the top of your screen there on the horizon. 63 degrees with the visibility down to 3 miles in smoke reported from the Sierra Blanca airport right now. Bone dry air, still very dry, low humidity, and those breezes out of the south at 7. The breezes will be picking up. More on that in just a moment. So we are looking at the air quality alerts for Ruidoso, Capitan, lots of Lincoln County, Chavez County, Roswell, Dexter, Hagerman, also Fort Sumner, Baca County. If you're sensitive to smoke and you see that visibility drop, you definitely want to stay inside away from windows. Something interesting to check out here on the smoke forecast. Notice as we go through the afternoon, still looking at that west-southwest wind pushing that smoke in an east-northeasterly direction. But as we go into tonight, that smoke shifts back to the west. That's because we'll have an easterly wind pushing that smoke and fire back on itself. That is some good news. And also good news is that easterly wind will also contain moisture. So the fire risk as we go through today, highest out to the east, lowest near the mountain. But as we go into tomorrow with that easterly push of moisture, you see that green, that represents a lower fire risk, especially on the east slopes of the Sacramento Mountains. And that forecast for today, we're looking at lots of smoke in the air, temperatures in the 80s, those winds out of the west-southwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here is the good news. Rain chances will be going up as we head through the next few days in Ruidoso. That would be Wednesday into Thursday. So rain is on the way. Higher humidity as well. Todd?
All right, sounds good. Hope they get that. Let's get back to these mandatory evacuations for Ruidoso and the nearby areas. Again, 2 wildfires sparking yesterday afternoon, both of them growing terribly fast. First, the South Fork fire started west of the Upper Canyon area just outside of Ruidoso. The fire is burning on Mescalero tribal land. More than 5,200 acres burning in less than a day. Containment is at 0%. Alyssa Munoz was in Roswell after she had to be evacuated and spoke with one family who had to leave their home in Ruidoso.
Yeah, well, we were stuck in hours of traffic as everybody was trying to evacuate from Ruidoso and come to the nearest shelter, which is here at ENMU in Roswell, the village of Ruidoso, and nearby areas evacuating the flames.
The town, the village, we go through this often enough, but it's always scary, and this is very scary right now.
Tim and Donna have lived here for the past 30 years and, like others, experiencing the same panic.
We just got an emergency alert that they want people in the Cedar Creek area and Alpine Village area to evacuate to the convention center now.
Lines of cars waiting to get to a safe shelter as clouds of black smoke and fire raged by the trees.
This has been the closest that we've ever encountered it, and I would feel comfortable saying that this is as close to a town as a fire like this has been.
And as we were leaving Ruidoso, we saw people gather as many things as they could from their homes before they evacuated. Now, nearby areas like Roswell and Artesia, all the hotels were sold out. But we're going to keep you guys updated. Reporting from Roswell, I'm Alyssa Munoz, KWT Action 7 News.
As close to the town as he has seen. For more perspective here, Ruidoso, a town of about 10,000 people, but it has a ton of visitors this time of year. According to discoverruidoso.com, the village typically grows to right around 25,000 people during summertime. So massive operation to evacuate that small town. They get about 1.9 million visitors each year, so very well-known community, not just in New Mexico, but a beautiful spot that attracts a lot of people from Texas and Oklahoma every single year. Now, the other fire that's nearby, this one is called the Salt Fire. That too started on Mescalero Reservation. This one is southwest of Ruidoso. More than 2,800 acres burned. Again, it started yesterday, 0% contained. Crews have not said what started the fire. More areas near the fires are now in the go status too. That includes Ruidoso, Ruidoso Downs, Upper and Brady Canyons, West Gavilan, Alto, Sierra Vista, and Ski Run Road, all evacuated right now. Also, Mescalero tribal communities including Snow Springs, Fence Canyon, Whitetail, Chihuahua Well, Fantasyland, Summit Area, and Boteo Road. They just added even more communities from set to go status. Remember, as these keep changing, you can find that full evacuation list online and on the free KOAT app. People who were evacuating were asked to go to Capitan High School. Carrizozo High School is also open, and the Humane Society of Lincoln County was doing all they could to take in pets that needed a place to go. Those on Mescalero tribal land can go to the Mescalero Community Center gym. Of course, a lot of people went to Roswell. As you saw there, the Red Cross set up a shelter at the Eastern New Mexico University Roswell campus gym. That's where Alyssa was standing outside of. Alyssa mentioning all the hotels are also booked there and in Artesia. People with RVs or large animals can stay at the Eastern New Mexico Fairgrounds in Roswell or the Lee County Fairgrounds. That's in Lovington. And we're all hoping for the best possible outcome here and that firefighters get some containment lines built today, set up at least today. Our teams, of course, are going to be following this all day long. We have another crew heading down this morning. You can always find updates online at KOAT.com in our free KOAT app.